Most people believe self-awareness is a strength. And it is. Understanding your emotions, recognizing your patterns, knowing why you react the way you do, all of that matters. But there is a side of self-awareness that almost no one talks about because it doesn't sound positive and it doesn't sound intelligent. Yet many people are stuck because of it. At some point, self-awareness stops being a mirror and starts becoming a cage. You don't just feel something anymore, you analyze it. You don't just want something, you question whether that desire is valid. You don't just hesitate, you start examining why you hesitate. And slowly, nothing moves. Think about it honestly. How many times have you said things like, "I know this is my ego. I know this comes from childhood. I know I'm projecting. I know this is a pattern." Knowing feels mature. It feels evolved. But notice what often happens next. You understand the problem and still don't change it. Self-awareness gives you language, and language is powerful. But sometimes language replaces action. You describe your fear so well that you forget to walk through it. You explain your resistance so clearly that you never challenge it. You become very good at observing yourself, but very slow at living. This is where many intelligent, thoughtful people get stuck. Not because they lack courage, not because they lack discipline, but because they are constantly watching themselves. Imagine trying to walk while analyzing every step. At some point, the observation itself becomes the obstacle. There's also a quieter problem. Self-awareness can make you afraid of being wrong. When you understand psychology, you see how messy human behavior is. You see how ego hides, how fear disguises itself as logic, how motivations are rarely pure. So you hesitate. You don't want to act from the wrong place. You don't want to choose something for the wrong reason. So you wait for clarity, for alignment, for certainty. And life doesn't wait with you. Here's the part that's uncomfortable to hear. Growth does not always begin with self-understanding. Sometimes it begins with movement, messy movement, imperfect movement, movement that doesn't make sense yet. Self-awareness is meant to support action, not replace it. You don't need to fully understand yourself before taking a step. You understand yourself by taking the step. Confidence doesn't come from inside alone. It comes from experience. And experience requires participation, not observation. If you feel stuck despite being self-aware, it doesn't mean you've failed. It may simply mean you've been thinking when life was asking you to try, to risk being awkward, to risk being wrong, to risk learning in real time. Self-awareness is a powerful tool, but it is not the destination. At some point, you have to stop watching yourself live and start living, even if you don't fully understand why.